back. It's time for another Trinity video. We're getting you ready to meditate with us on Wednesday nights. Wednesday at 6, we meditate all together, joining with whoever is willing to be a part of this grand endeavor. You can be a part of it too. You just have to sign up for our newsletter so that you know what energy is going to be coming up next week. This week, it happens to be Bliss. Bliss is a wonderful energy. You could certainly use more bliss in your life. The problem is that we usually try and go from 0 to 100. You can't start a car in 5th gear. You're not going to be in a really crappy mood or physically in a lot of pain or mentally just totally chasing your tail and go, suddenly I'm going to experience bliss. Doesn't work like that. Now, we've had plenty of other videos that we've talked about clearing your emotions, centering your mind, calming your physical body, and anchoring yourself. Go back and look at those if you need to, but you have to kind of start from a place where you are somewhat satisfied and clear and happy. You're not just going to suddenly downshift into bliss from a really crappy place. And that's why most people don't experience it. They only think about wanting bliss when they're in a bad place. And of course, you can't make that jump. But if you're in a fairly decent place and you want to shift up and hit that higher level of bliss, you can do it. All you have to do is engage these upper chakras, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. It gives you a sense of higher purpose. It's okay to be happy, but wouldn't it be better to have joy be your higher purpose? It's okay to be grounded, but wouldn't it be great if you were anchoring divine energies? It's okay to have your mind clear and not be bothered with judgments or turmoil, but wouldn't it be great to be offering a gift of clarity to the world? Adding that higher purpose is what takes you up to the level of bliss. Engaging those upper 3 chakras of love, power, and wisdom are what do the trick for you. So tonight I'm going to offer you a very simple tool. It is a self-defense tool. It comes from the art of boxing, although it applies to any martial art. In your first boxing class, they will tell you, tuck your chin. Tuck your chin. Because if you're going to get hit and your chin is up, bam, it rotates your whole head like that. It just snaps around, and that's when you get knocked out, because your brain kind of goes woof, woof inside your head, and it shuts down. So you always want to tuck your chin. If you get hit then, it doesn't knock you out. Also, if your throat is exposed and you get hit in the throat, that's all kinds of bad stuff. You can die really quickly if your windpipe gets crushed. So in any sort of combat situation, tuck that chin. It does all kinds of good things defensively for you. It also prevents you from getting a headbutt. If somebody's going to headbutt you, they're aiming for the bridge of your nose right there. But if you tuck your chin, it presents only this forehead, which is the thickest bone in your body. If you're going to crack heads with somebody, it'd be better if this bone was the one taking the impact. It will do more damage to them than it will to you. So tucking your chin is very important. What it also does for you, if you'll notice when I tuck my chin, is it kind of forces all of these upper chakras to open up and line up. It's a great thing because that's how you get to bliss, including those upper chakras. So the only trick that I'm going to give you tonight, aside from tucking your chin, is to do it maybe 9 or 10 times with the breath. Breathe in and out. In and out. Each time you tuck your chin, you're going to breathe in and let it come back out as you breathe out. I'll show you from the side. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just touching my chin to emphasize it. You don't have to touch your chin. You can just go. After about 9 or 10 times, woo, you're flying. You feel great. And if you're already in this centered place, it takes you up to that higher gear of bliss. You start adding divine purpose to what you're doing and not just doing it because it works for you. It's a wonderful way to achieve the higher realms of bliss. If you think this stuff is important to you, then you should stay tuned for more Trinity.